to another episode of Spiritual Superpowers. I'm Dawn, this is Caron, and today we are super excited because we are joined with Shona Lauzon from Ravenhearthealing. So Shona, you are a Reiki master, like myself, and a Reiki instructor.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a Reiki master for 15 years?
Yes.
Yeah, and so you see both clients in person and through distance Reiki?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And then you also instruct people on how to be Reiki. Do you do everything from level 1 to and up?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it's like to be an instructor?
Sure. I love teaching Reiki. I like to teach. I have a teaching background. I did corporate training for many, many years, and I have a degree in education from long, long ago. And I love to teach Reiki because for many people it's a real gateway for them into energy work and into exploring their own abilities and their own connection to energy and to source and that sort of thing. So it's exciting to bring people into that knowledge. And Reiki is really, it's for anybody who feels called to learn it. And so I do really talk about that in my courses, how anybody can learn to do Reiki, because as you said in your video, Dawn, you're a conduit for Reiki energy. You've simply been attuned to bring the Reiki energy through. And if you're called to do it, that makes you special because you've answered the call. You've said, okay, I feel like this is something I need to do. When you get Reiki from different practitioners, the experience is always different because the Reiki's coming through an individual, and every individual has their own energy and their own gifts and their own way of channeling the energy. And so that's what makes everyone unique as a Reiki practitioner or master. They're going to have a unique way of working with the energy that nobody else can duplicate.
But that being said, anyone can learn Reiki, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to can be a conduit for Reiki energy. I really stress how important it is to not compare yourself to others. You've opened yourself up to Reiki energy and you're allowing it to flow through you, and you're using it to heal yourself or others. And that's something you've chosen to do that anyone could do. So just remaining humble, saying this is a vocation, and I'm excited and honored to heal with Reiki.
Because we all have our special superpowers.
Sure, yeah. But being the Reiki master is, the specialness of it is that you've committed. You committed to the principles of Reiki, committed to healing with it and to working with it and doing your own work through your own issues and blocks and be committed to your own inner journey. Yeah.
For me, I was in my 3rd year of college for massage therapy, and one of my old bosses, she wanted to take this Reiki course, so she asked me to do it, and I did it. Being in school for massage, we're focused so much on presenting ourselves as a healthcare provider, a medical practitioner, very much in the medical world. And this was kind of like my first time dipping my toe in a course in energy and to the arts, and I just totally fell in love with it. I loved level 1 because with level 1 you can treat yourself and you can treat your friends. I mean, you could be a practitioner as well, but a lot of times level 1 is really good for just someone who wants to be attuned, allow that energy to flow through them, their loved ones, their animals, like that kind of thing. And from there, about a year before I went into level 2. But I think that was my favorite level because I found it just brought everything together for me, and I really felt like I was able to help people. And by then I was practicing as a massage therapist, so it came into my practice quite a bit, and I just felt like it took my treatments to the next level because I was incorporating manual therapy but also some energy medicine. So that was just it was so nice. And then from there I went on and did the advanced and then the master. I just think it is for everyone. So everyone could start with a level 1 just for their own benefit. Or if they find that they want to be of service and help others, that's where they would go a little bit further, right?
Yeah, no, you did a beautiful job of describing like the level 1 experience. And so level 2, I know why you love level 2, and often I do teach level 1 and 2 together because many people want the combined class. So with level 2, you're learning to do distance Reiki. So Reiki can cross through time and over any distance. So you can offer Reiki to somebody in Australia or somebody in Philadelphia or wherever they be. And that's what Reiki level 2 allows you to do. You're strengthening the amount of the flow of Reiki through you with level 2 as well.
I think that taking the time to do them, like level 1 and 2 together, fine, but I find like you can't, it's not something you can rush, because I did do an advanced and then master as well. I found when I went from level 2 to advanced, I actually couldn't connect as well with people. It took me a while for the advanced and the master for me to actually be able to hone in and really be able to channel it into someone who might not be vibrating at that same level. It was really neat.
Yeah.
It took me, I'd say, years with master. I'd actually wished that I'd stayed with level 2.
Really?
Yeah, because
That's
it took me years to become comfortable feeling like I was, I had to trust that it was happening, but I didn't get the same sensations, I didn't get the same visions, I didn't get the same feeling of connectiveness with the patient that I had from level 2. So that's another reason why I like level 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So I do agree. I think the longer you can take, especially with level 1, to really ground the energy, and a lot of it is confidence. So I encourage people to wait at least 6 months before they take the level 2 or the next level, to do 30 days of healing. So using the hand positions, calling in the Reiki, and doing a Reiki self-treatment on themselves every day, just so they are practicing calling it in. It's like practicing anything, right? Piano, like practicing your scales. So you're practicing it, and then you feel confident, because I've heard from many people who said, well, I have my Reiki 1 and 2, and I did it so many years ago, but I don't trust it. I don't feel it. And part of it is just a lack of confidence, because they didn't practice it. They didn't really embed it in their system. So a lot of it is just knowing that whenever you call in the Reiki, it's there every single time. And just the only way to know that is to do it over and over.
Now, do you ever get people who have taken Reiki in the past and come back for retraining?
Yes. Yeah, and I'm happy to retrain them. I'm always happy to, there's no stupid questions, so I'm always happy to answer questions or talk about, in this course I learned this sort of thing, or in that course I learned something this way. I'm always happy to talk about that, talk about best practices and why we do things one way and not another way.
Because we're both trained in a more pure way of doing Dr. Usui.
Right, the traditional way. Yes. And then, so for example, I learned to do Reiki with my older sister, who was trained, we talk about our lineage, but she also was trained, she worked with Doreen Virtue, who works with angels. So my sister, when I was doing Reiki with her, we were surrounded by angelic energy, because that just became part of her energy, right? So when I do Reiki, I know the angels are with me. And I know the people who come to learn from me, I tell them, their angelic energy is here, but because I work so closely with animal spirits, the animals are going to be with you when you do Reiki. Just expect them. And my Reiki guides are, one of them is a dog. So of course, I love it. Yes. So that's how you're bringing your own uniqueness to the energy. And that's really, if you want to call it a superpower, that's the superpower, is you're saying, this is what I bring. This is my energy. The Reiki flows through your energy, and it combines to create something totally unique and perfect and beautiful.
Yeah, and that's it. It's the uniqueness of your own superpower and how you can bring it forth.
Yeah.
And be of service.
So I know, a Reiki session with you, Dawn, and I'd love to have one, because
Absolutely.
on that video I could see how happy you were.
And for anyone who's curious about what we're talking about, I'll include a link to the video in the description below. Caron received a Reiki treatment from me, and there was some freaky stuff that
Yeah, it was
happened.
great.
Yeah, it'll have all the Dawn-ness about it, right?
Yeah.
It'll be
Dawn-ness.
Dawn's energy. coming
Hashtag
through.
Dawn-ness. Yeah. How would our viewers get in touch with you if they wanted to reach out?
So they can definitely reach me by email, which is ravenhearthealing@gmail.com, or visit my website, ravenhearthealing.ca or .com. And I have, if they want to know more about me, I also offer a free 20 to 30 minute consultation call where we just talk and find out what they're interested in or what their needs are, and just make sure we're a good fit. And I'm happy to do that too.
Great. And we will be sure to include that information in the description below.